How's it going, guys? So, as my first GT Sport video, I just want to show you guys my debut race that I had. I'm a racing driver, was based in South Africa for a while, did pretty well, raced a front wheel drive Polo Classic. You can see that in some of my other videos in the channel. But for now, what we're going to do is just show you a little bit of an intro. Taking the Peugeot RCC, this is for the daily race last week, and just a little bit of practice, and then we will jump straight into the replay. So obviously Dragon Trail Seaside with the Peugeot, we're on hard tires as based on the balance of performance issues. First corner is obviously flat out, going straight in, we brake right by the start of this curve. Third gear, cross the curb, cross the other one with flat out the whole way. Oh, there's a bit of a lift. And going down to this corner. Now this one is flat out, fifth gear. You can take a little use of this curve. Brake as the red starts. Get in and flat out again. A little bit of a slow first sector. Brake, accelerate, get onto this curb. Ooh, that wasn't up that great. So yeah, basically, this is my first foray into sim racing. It's very different to real life. Don't really have those G-forces that we usually do to feel how things are going. Don't have the real brake feel. I am using the CSL Elite inverted pedals, so CSL Club Sport pedals. I know this corner can be taken flat out, but not there yet. Not a bad one, but the target time for this track for me is a 1 minute 44. I am only doing a 1:47 at the moment, but there's room for improvements. And just jumping in, not too bad. And now let's do one more lap, and we will get straight into the race. So as we said, flat out around this corner, get to run the curves, braking right here. Sorry, got a little bit of a cough here. Could have gone in a bit tighter there. So anyway, it's all learning. And the one thing about this channel is I'm gonna allow backseating, because the more I learn, the better we go. There you go, flat out almost. Much faster through this section. Made up all the time we lost in sector 1, and a faster lap time. All from the last sector. So given that, let's go ahead and get to the replay of the first race I ever did. So here we are with the replay. As you can see, I'm the only South African or African in the lobby. Let's try and get some telemetry on here. And there we go. So yeah, I'm based in the UK, but I am South African on a French passport though. And we shall see how this goes. So it's a good start into T1 reasonably quickly. Going around, old BMW boy is up close and personal in my rear bumper. Pushes me off a bit to the side and, well, shoves me off. I'm surprised there wasn't a penalty for this one, but it's all good. Still managed to go side by side. He lost out with the Italian getting ahead of me going into the S's. Then I take him back on the inside and then he comes back again. So already you can see a bit of a fight starting to form. I get left out to dry on the inside there. All three of us going, and then our French friend decides to go farming a bit. And it is just the Italian and I with a sizable lead. Coming in here, it seems that I can brake a little bit later than the Italian in front, Mr. Imprevedibile. And the TT seems to be close enough. But going into the chicane of death, seems I'm a little bit far to the section. A light tap of the brakes. And we are up close and personal now. The TT has been left behind. A lot less angle, but a bit faster in. Was hoping to outbrake the man and get him to get on his inside. Obviously it didn't happen. Now he goes for the defensive move, but I don't really understand why you would do this, seeing as this corner's flat out and, well, the best defense is just going fast. So he loses a bit of time here. Obviously I gain significantly on him here. I'll break him completely. Get more onto the curve, so quick acceleration out of the corner. And we move forward into this next corner. I'm a bit faster through this section, brake, and then I get more closer to the curve, so I get to the inside, and he does a little hop. I don't know how he hopped up there. So on his rear bumper, we are much faster. I had to get off the gas a bit there, go down his inside, but we got cut off. Good move. Very tight race this. Now the great thing is that under brakes in normal racing I was always pretty decent, and here we see that happening again. Out braking on the inside, let him out to dry. There was no contact. So then he comes back and hits me anyway, but I digress. We go through. I have the shallow line, so I take liberal use of curb. Take this, lights up on the brakes, turn in, and pretty quick through here. Now he's on my rear, but he goes for the inside. I outbrake him on the outside and cut across again. Now the GTR I think has slightly more power than the Peugeot. And the reason I chose the Peugeot actually was because it's front wheel drive. I'm used to front wheel drive race cars. And as much as I love the Cayman and Porsches in general, I just couldn't cut it around here. So we go, brake. And as you can see in the rear view, he completely brakes so early. Now, I'll admit, this was getting a bit overeager here. And, well, I'll brake myself. He takes the inside as is his right. No penalties here because no one lost a place. So now I'm chasing again, in second, and not the best line, but we continue, and somehow I'm still on him as we come down to this bottom hairpin here. let's see how things go here. So we're right behind, and we just outbrake him, get in, get a little bit of wheel spin out. I am on a very low setting, traction control setting, slight brake, gear down, and we continue going for it. He's catching me in the slipstream. As we know, the slipstream is pretty strong. I go towards the inside to defend, because as we know, if you can't really overtake someone if you're on a long corner if you have the inside. So we continue going. Now that move to the inside wasn't so much as to defend it, just to carry the momentum. Braking a little bit early this time. Off the throttle slightly, made a mistake. As I said, first race, debut race, so mistakes are to be expected. Honestly, at this point in the race I was shaking properly, and were quite hectic. Judicious use of the curve, and once more, but a bit of a jump off that curve, and now we continue. And this being the last lap, you'd think it's all wrapped up now. There's quite a large gap. Don't mess up. Oh, but he outbreaks me this time. So I think here must be one of the... I go very slow through the chicane jets. I was trying not to mess myself up for the last thing, and I get overtaken. So now here's the inside. It's the last lap, last corner. Obviously I want to win the debut race. So I'll brake, get on the inside. There's no contact, and as I said, long corner is very difficult to overtake on the inside once if you have the inside, and we go to the end. And that there is a win on the debut race. We'll miss the gear there, but couldn't have asked for a better online racing debut. Now let's go back and look at that last sector from the chase cam. Slow through here, he gets the run on me, leads me going into the last corner. He's on the inside. He should have stayed on the inside. He thought he could have it with the speed on the outside, but from experience, staying on the inside in long corners like these means you cannot pass. And there we go, probably one of my best overtaking maneuvers I've ever done, real life or otherwise. So thanks for watching the first video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's grow this channel. The end goal is to get racing in real life in the UK again. Cheers.